friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So recently NEET PG 2024 dates were announced, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about preparing for it. तो कोई भी एग्जाम होता है उसको अगर आपको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है, like if you feel that you want to give your best, first thing is about plan. जब मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा था अपने एग्जाम के लिए, when I started preparing for my exam, I realized it's not only the classes, it's not only the material, but a meticulous planning is also required क्योंकि there are lakh students who are preparing for the exam. बहुत सारे बच्चे बहुत मेहनत करते हैं, they put lot of efforts in it, and when you see that your competition, you realize that you should plan your study in a smarter way as well, because we have 19 subject and we have a limited time. और टाइम जितना भी दे दे कभी पूरा नहीं लगता. We always feel that I should have more time. So the better you plan your studies, the better results you will have. So here I'm going to propose a simple planner. So this is for the students who are struggling to make a timetable और planner बनाने में जिनको दिक्कत होती है. So this is just a skeleton. You can modify it accordingly. This is how we used to make planners during our preparation days. So there are few there are few facts, there are few things which you can integrate in your planning. So this will be a little bit lengthy video because I'll just be going in detail about planning. So you can watch it in parts. Okay, so let's start today's video. So the baseline of preparation. तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि whenever you plan, so we have around 108 days planner I have made starting from 15th of November. So I'll say that the time that we have, it will permit us to do a one slow reading. So the first reading should be a conceptual reading. जब आप start करते हो preparation, so first reading should be very slow and you should understand the concepts. Nowadays exams are shifting from a fact-based exam to more of a clinical-based scenarios, and they also give you a lot of challenges and lot of clinical questions. तो उसको आप तभी सॉल्व कर पाओगे if your concepts are good. And as I say that you don't have to, you'll say कि सर इतना सारा portion है, 19 subjects हमें करने हैं, how can we do that? So as I always say, you don't have to prepare for all 200 questions. You have to plan your preparation in such a way that you should be ready for those 150 questions which will decide your rank. So what we're going to do, we'll do one slow conceptual reading followed by two revisions. Again, this planner जो मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ, this is for someone who have been preparing, like who did not get a good rank in NICT. So we have who have already done readings multiple times, and so this is the less days that you will get. If you are someone who is starting afresh, जिसने NICT exam ऐसे दिया था just as a like not fully prepared, and he want to prepare well, so I will be releasing a NICT planner later in next few days, where I'll be giving you a slow planner, like a detail, like you will get more days for first reading. So this is for someone who have already done, prepared for NICT 2024 and now wants to prepare for a NEET PG. This will give you a better perspective. So we're going to divide it into like 48 days. That will be the first reading that we will do, and we'll go a little bit slow, and then we'll do our first revision. We'll try to finish it in 32 days, and then we'll try to do a second revision where we focus on highlighted points and data, और वो हम कोशिश करेंगे to finish by 25 days. Now remember, अगर आपको 48 days में possible करना है to do a one read, and this is also for someone who is not like working, who has whole day at their disposal, and who can study the whole day, who is just sitting at home and preparing, तो उसके लिए ये time table ज़्यादा suitable रहेगा. So if you want to finish your subject in these stipulated days, you should stick to one subject, one source. See, there are a lot of lucrative options in the market. PG market इतना बढ़ गया है कि there are every day you see a new option. लेकिन अगर आप हर चीज के पीछे भागोगे तो time will not be sufficient. So stick to the line, one subject, one source. अगर आप like if you go and check the questions that were asked few years back, like 5-6 years back, you'll realize यार question repeat हो रहे हैं, topic भी repeat हो रहे हैं, question आपके नोट से भी आएंगे. Those who have given NICT, they will relate to it कि जो भी उन्होंने पढ़ा है, जो भी उनके नोट्स है, कोई भी क्लास के नोट्स हो, questions came from it. तो stick to one subject, one source. See, teachers and notes and material उतना ही होता है, 19-20 का difference होता है. It's not like one class is like high, very superior to another. तो आप कोई भी कर सकते हो, but stick to one subject, one source. Now when you divide your day, solving MCQ is important. आप 70% time theory में डालो, आप theory पढ़ो, read your notes. 30% time daily should be given for MCQ solving. Reason, जब आप theory पढ़ते हो, you don't know कि question कैसा पूछा जाएगा, and you train your brain to solve MCQs. That is called as critical thinking, to analyze the question and try to match options with them. Sometimes you read theory, you understand the concept, but अगर उसी को उल्टा पुल्टा करके question पूछा जाए तो you get stuck. You don't understand कि मैं इसको कैसे process करूँ. So if you solve your MCQs, this will help you. Grand test. Now there is a literally a craze of grand test. Lot of students go for it. Trust me, unless and until you are prepared. अगर जब तक आपका first reading नहीं होता है, don't start with the grand test. Students are so much interested in looking at the results कि मेरी rank क्या आती है, मेरा results क्या आता है, that they forget that their baseline is not prepared. उनका base इतना खराब हो जाता है, the base is so weak that the building will fall down, that you will suddenly in exam will get a very bad rank. So don't run behind JTs. First, make your theory strong and try to give, as I think 2 GTs per month is a good enough GTs, and I'll tell you how you are going to work on that. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, बिफोर यू स्टार्ट योर प्रिपरेशन, देखो अपना कंपटीशन को समझो, अपने कंपटीशन को समझने की कोशिश करो कि हु यू आर competing with, तभी आपका प्रिपरेशन वैसे होगा. So for example, first group of students that you are going to compete with, or even the students who are listening to this video, so these are the people who had, let's say, rank between like 200 to 500 in NICT, but they are not happy with their rank and they feel कि उनको और better करना है, and they are preparing. So see, these people are in Ferrari. That means their preparation is at such a good level, उनको बस थोड़ा सा revision चाहिए. So you are competing with them. So if you belong to this category, you just need to revise your notes. You don't have to do multiple things. You just have to revise your notes, and you can give a lot of GTs. So GTs can be a better preparation. You don't have to change your source. The reason why you are stuck here, it's luck. Definitely luck plays an important role. और आपने छोटे छोटे silly mistakes किए हैं. So focus on PYQs and short subjects. So if you're someone to in this group, so you should focus on PYQs and short subjects and give a lot of GTs, solve lot of MCQs, and you will end up in a cream layer of less than 200. Now there are students who I will call them as a car. So car का मतलब ये होता है those who are above 500 up to 2000. So these students are someone who are again want to repeat. तो इनका भी अच्छा है, preparation अच्छा हुआ है, rank is decent, but seats इतनी कम है कि आपको like you don't get a branch of your choice. So definitely it affects. So I'll say कि अगर आपकी rank इसमें है, इस बीच में है, so again you have to work on your basic sciences and short subjects. So if you are in this group, you just need again good revisions. You have to focus on your basic sciences. Now I'll call someone who is like bike, मतलब जिन्होंने इंटर्नशिप के साथ अपनी क्लासेस की है, जिन्होंने एक बार अपनी रीडिंग कर ली है, रिवीजन अच्छे से नहीं कर पाए, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे एंड अप इन मोर देन 2000 रैंक्स इन दिस NICT. So the thing is you have to do your first revision again and slowly. आपको अच्छे से करना पड़ेगा फर्स्ट रिवीजन, अदरवाइज इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू. एंड अगेन बेसिक साइंसेस आपको NICT एंड NEET, most of the questions will be from your first and second prof, उसी से सबसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आएंगे. So you have to work more on your basic sciences. And lastly, the students who are cycle, I mean they have just joined the classes, जिनकी classes half पे है, and along with the classes they are preparing, so you cannot compete with them. See, the thing is, to compete with them you have to first reach at their basic level. इन लोगों ने इतनी बार रिवाइज किया है, इतनी बार रिवाइज कर करके वो लोग बैठे हैं कि आपको अगर उनसे compete करना है तो first you have to complete your notes. अपने नोट्स अच्छे से बना लो, अपना सोर्स अच्छे से बना लो, उसको रीड एंड रिवाइज करना स्टार्ट करो. डोंट डायरेक्टली जंप इनटू जीटीज. होता क्या है कि जिसकी प्रिपरेशन लाइक आई विल कंपेयर विद द साइकिल, कि आप इस फेज में हो एंड यू स्टार्ट गिविंग जीटीज एंड यू फील लाइक रैंक क्यों नहीं आ रही एंड यू गो इनटू डिप्रेशन. सो फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई योर लेवल, आइडेंटिफाई द योर प्रिपेयर्डनेस, तभी जाके आप कर देखो. लाइक इट्स ओके टू सी ड्रीम्स, बट यू शुड नो दैट व्हाट आर योर हाउ इज योर प्रिपेयर्डनेस, और आप उसको कैसे फेस करने वाले. सो नो योर प्रिपेयर्डनेस and then you move on, can move on to that. Now how do we do it? So this is a planner. So what I have done, so as I have said, so in 48 days we will try to finish the first reading, the first 48 days. So there are high yield subjects, from the subject which you get maximum questions in both NICT and NEET PG. So these questions are your basic sciences: anatomy, biochemistry, uh, patho, pharma, microsurgery, obs gyne, and medicine. So these are the questions which, from which you'll get maximum around 60 to 70% of the paper will be from these subjects. आपका जो majority of question set आएगा. So we are going to give major time to them. So we call them major subjects. So we'll give 6 days each, and we'll give 7 hours daily for these subjects. ठीक है. And other subject like physio, peds of the ENT, PSM, your radio, FMT, and other subjects are short subject. उनमें थोड़ा कम question पूछे जाते हैं and relatively they take less time. So we will give them 5 days each and 5 hours daily. So why I'm telling you this, देखो आप अगर PSM लेके बैठ जाओगे ना, अगर आप you spend lot of time on like peds or ophthalmology, तो that will not give you the equal, but उतना टाइम अगर आप पैथो को दोगे, जितना टाइम आप फार्मा को दोगे, माइक्रो को दोगे, you'll get better results, you'll get better outcome by giving more time to this subject. तो आप बिल्कुल ऐसे डिवाइड करो, give 6 days each for these important subject and 7 hours daily. I'll show you how to make a schedule and give 5 days each for other subject. ठीक है, and you'll give 5 hours daily. So total 48 days will be divided. आपके ये subject 42 days में खत्म हो जाएंगे. So you will have 6 days on this line for your GTs. So 5 hours daily. So 3 घंटे आप GT दोगे and 2 hours you will analyze it. So I'll tell you, I'll show you how to do it. So once you are we have made a timetable. So ऐसे एक timetable बना लेते हैं. So from let's say 15th of November to 20th of November, 6 days. So you will first give 7 hours to your major subject. So your anatomy. So you'll divide it into three. See, at least 2 to 3 hours बैठने का practice करो, because I received from lot of students that feedback कि एग्जाम में अचानक से फटीग आ गया, because you are not sitting in continuity. See, it will be difficult to start. I am not saying that you start this reading so many hours from tomorrow. It will take at least 1 to 1.5 months to get to this pace. तो slowly start करो, डेली 5 घंटे 6 घंटे जितना हो सकता है स्टार्ट करो. Eventually you will reach this pace, but at least try to make a timetable. ठीक है. So first you start with anat. So first 6 days में for anatomy you give 7 hours each and you divide it like सुबह 7 से 10 बजे तक anat पढ़ो. Then in the evening between 2:30 to 5, and again before sleeping you study the major subject. And from your minor subject, which I have given 5 days, so you combine with that, like each 5 days you keep adding this, like physio, then peds, then off then ENT. So make such a schedule of 48 days, like I have given here, from 21st to 26th November, 27th to 2nd December. So you add these subjects, you like give this order, because these are again the high yield subject, and you combine them with the low yield subject. So when you the benefit of studying two subjects in a day, first आप बोर नहीं होते हो. If you keep reading anatomy continuously for 6 days ना, you'll get bored. So when you combine anatomy with physio, changing subject, वो monotonicity निकल जाती है. You get invested and interested in the subject. Second thing, जब आपका physio और anat खत्म हो जाता है, like when you reach here, you would have finished like 1 2 3 4 5 6 subjects you would have finished. तो आपको एक वो satisfaction भी मिलता है कि यार मैंने 6 subjects खत्म किए. That is the benefit of doing this. Also spend some time, like you should like spare some time for lunch and some time for dinner. Also I'll say you can you have to solve the MCQs as well. So I have given here time 12:30 to 2:30 for MCQs, and before sleeping you can do the PYQs also and MCQs also. So sir, I understand that this looks a very packed schedule, very hard to follow, but trust me, आपका टाइम के साथ पेस आ जाएगा. सी वी हैव a very limited time. 108 days is not like much time. It's just more than some few days, more than 3 months. तो आपको to get a maximum result we have to reach this level. ठीक है, तो ये स्पीड हमें पहुंचना है. So make schedule in such a way. तो 48 days में you will finish your major subject. In 42 days you will finish your minor subject. And जो 6 days आपको बीच में मिलेंगे उसमें you plan your GTs. That like twice a month you plan your GTs. So you can give around like 4 GTs you can give in this period, and उसको analyze भी करना है, like you give your GT and analyze it also. If you don't analyze it, just look at the score, it's a waste of time. ठीक है. So I hope you understood how to make this schedule. And also see, I'm telling you, you don't have to go very hard on yourself. जैसे 5 to 8 theory मैंने लिखा है, you can start here at 6, and 5 to 6 even you can take a small nap or take a break. It's okay to take break. देखो ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग जो पढ़े या फिर हमने क्लियर किया कि हम 14 से 18 घंटे पढ़ते थे. Whatever hours you're studying, even if your limit is 10 to 12 hours, be focused for those 12 hours. आप इतना नहीं पढ़ सकते, कोई बात नहीं. See, nobody is like, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोगों को बस पढ़ते ही बैठना है. जो भी घंटे आप पढ़ सकते हो, do it with a full focus, and you can definitely take a break, but at least 2 to 3 hours का एक single sitting में आदत डालना is very important. ठीक है. Now next is revision. So you have done your first reading. So revision may just decrease the number of days. So in next around 32 days we will finish our first revision again by giving this subject. So make two timetables. एक long term timetable बनाओ जिसमें आप first read revision 1 and revision 2 plan करो, and एक small timetable जो मैंने पिछले slides में दिखाया था. So this is a small term timetable that for next 2-3 months what you are going to do. ठीक है. So first revision we will try to finish it in next 32 days. So that will be done, and again the same distribution. So you can take a screenshot of it and you can add this subject in that order. Okay. So just few things that I want to add. See, आई हैव शोन यू द टाइम टेबल, यू कैन मेक टाइम टेबल एंड ट्रस्ट मी, जब मेरा प्रिपरेशन था ना, एवरी 2 वीक्स और 3 वीक्स आई यूज्ड टू चेंज द टाइम टेबल, बिकॉज कोई नहीं फॉलो कर पाता, बट इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दैट skeleton in your mind. It's very important to have those milestones and these goals or these targets. आप सोचोगे कि मैं 3 हफ्ते में कोशिश करूंगा पढ़ने की, खत्म करने की, तभी वो 4 हफ्ते में खत्म होगा. इफ यू वर्क विदाउट अ प्लान, it will just keep going, and at the end of after a few months, you will realize सब कुछ pile up हो गया है, everything is piled up, and suddenly you will panic and you will not know what to do. इसीलिए it is very important to plan. So make a plan and trust me, कोई भी गोल अचीव नहीं कर, मतलब वो जो टारगेट्स होते, we miss most of the times, but slowly as your pace will increase, you will shorten the gap between your target. Few things that keep in your mind. Discipline is important. देखो मोटिवेशन आप वीडियोस कितने भी देख लो, I remember during my preparation time, I had seen every motivational video and interview that was available there on the internet. But what I think helped me and most of my friends and everybody that I have advised is discipline. अगर आप उठ के you have this discipline to get to your study table and sit, you will get through. कोई भी मोटिवेशन, आप देखो मोटिवेशन इट्स लाइक a balloon, ये थोड़ी टाइम के लिए काम करता है, it deflates. Discipline will be with you throughout. So make yourself disciplined. Even if you don't feel like studying, get up, go there in library. If you don't feel like reading, sir रख दो टेबल पे, सो जाओ. It's okay. Having a discipline is important. But if you like, कि तुमको कोई motive, and once in a while you can always see motivation. Like once in a month, you can always go, and because that is also important part. Also, you're based in every day. See, sometimes if you make a graph, so if you plan a 7 days of a week, because some days you'll study 10 hours, some days you'll study 6 hours, some days you'll study 11 hours, some days you'll study 5 hours, some days you'll study 14 hours. तो जो मैंने टाइम टेबल दिखा है उसको बनाओ पहले. आई अंडरस्टैंड, इवन आई कुड नॉट फॉलो इट, कोई फॉलो नहीं करता, बट बनाना इज इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज it will be difficult for you, but that will be the target that you have. So your best every day will look different. But जब भी आप 3 घंटे पढ़ोगे ना, आपको उतना ही मजा आएगा, उतना ही नॉलेज रिटेन करोगे जितना आप 11 घंटे पढ़ के करोगे. So your best will look different. You don't have to be too harsh on yourself. ठीक है. Now GTs, ग्रैंड टेस्ट का बहुत ज्यादा अभी तक, I'll release a detailed video about ग्रैंड टेस्ट. I'll just give you a small idea what to do. देखो ग्रैंड टेस्ट को अगर आप एनालाइज नहीं करोगे ना, it will not help you. So make this table. You can take a screenshot. This is a target of percentage that you should have in your test. तो आप जब टेस्ट देते हो ना, now you have all online apps, so you get a percentage. So keep this target. See, subject which are fact based like patho, micro, pharma, इसमें ना you can target a higher percentage up to 80 to 85% of correct. इतना आप correct ला सकते हो. Medicine, PSM, surgery, clinical based questions, it's difficult to get that high accuracy. इसमें आप 60 to 70% target कर सकते हो. For shorter subject, again more on the fact based side, तो इसमें आप you can target higher you know percentage. तो आप जीटी में ना अपना एक चार्ट बनाओ और उसमें ट्राई टू गेट इनटू दैट. यू ट्राई दैट यू गेट टू नियर दिस परसेंटेज. सो दिस इज द परसेंटेज विच विल फिच यू द बेस्ट रैंक, दैट यू विल इवन गेट द बेस्ट सीट. ठीक है. तो ट्राई टू रीच टू दैट. आप उसको येलो करो. जैसे आप इंप्रूव करते जाओगे, फॉर एग्जांपल पीडियाट्रिक्स टारगेट इज 70 to 75, so you got 70 here, you got 45 here. No, you should get consistently a good percentage. Like for surgery, if you look at the chart which I have made, 66%, 67, 70, it's not like 90%, but there is a consistency that no matter how what kind of question comes, your percentage remains the same. दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड कि जिसमें आपने आपने जैसे अचानक से एक में बहुत ज्यादा आ गया, जैसे 63, 65, 78. सी यूर दिस शोज दैट यू आर इम्प्रूविंग. ठीक है. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी कंसिस्टेंट. ऐसे नहीं कि एक में आपने 80 आ गया, एक में 50 आ गया. यू शुड बी इन दैट रेंज. So this is how you should analyze your GT. So I'll release a detailed video later, but make this chart and this will help you. Also don't overdo. देखो एग्जाम हमारा यहाँ पे है मार्च में, एक एग्जाम मार्च में है, एक एग्जाम मई में है. तो रिमेंबर यू हैव टू पीक एट द राइट टाइम. तो अभी स्लोली स्लोली स्टार्ट करो. इफ यू आर एबल टू स्टडी 6 hours डेली, इनफ. स्लोली यू विल इंक्रीज योर स्टडी आवर्स, एंड स्लोली यू विल ऑल्सो. तुम्हारे जीटी रिजल्ट्स भी देखो. अभी जीटी रिजल्ट, अभी रैंक 1 आके क्या करना है, अभी सीट मिलेगा नहीं. योर रैंक 1 शुड बी हियर. So try to peak at the right time. Sometimes people get a very good GT rank here and they lose that, because it becomes boring. They lose that focus and they peak here and then become plateau. So that is why peak at the right time. ठीक है. आपको यहाँ पे peak करना है. Remember. ठीक है. So that is why don't overdo and overthink. Stick to one source. Unite with the people. ऐसे दोस्त बनाओ जिनको similar vision है. As there is an old saying, slow and steady wins the race. There is no point in rushing. limit your distractions, limit your social media use, and learn to rest. It's okay, normalize taking breaks. अगर आपको लगता है किसी Saturday evening नहीं, I can't study this evening, I just want to take a break, it's okay. Once in a while, once in a 2 weeks, once in a month, you can take a break, you can watch a movie. It's okay. We all have done that, and it will definitely not affect your results. Brain को rest मिलेगा, brain को fresh लगेगा, it will be ready for you know start over again. So guys, I hope this video will help you. So make a schedule and try to follow it, and trust me, बहुत सारे लोगों के दिमाग में ये सवाल होता है, and lot of students have these things in their mind कि नहीं होगा यार मेरे से. There is no guarantee. Why should I prepare? I mean, people keep showing us dream, but trust me, I have seen 100% results. किसी ने भी किया है, किसी का एक एग्जाम में हुआ. देखो, मैंने जब स्टार्ट किया था, we were 12 friends. 70% got selected first time, remaining 20% next time, remaining 5% उसके बाद, and we were like who were struggling. लास्ट में हमारा भी हो गया, and 100% of us we got nearly the branch that we wanted and in this institute that we wanted. तो मेहनत करते रहोगे ना तो मिल ही जाएगा. And definitely, if you keep working hard and honest with your preparation, you'll definitely get through. So guys, I hope this video will help you. I'll bring the NICT planner after a few days, and also keep releasing videos in between. Whatever questions and doubts you have, let me know in the comment box. And if any topic that you want me to make video on, I wish you all the best and take care.